Welcome in everybody to Betting Pros. It's time to place your bets. It is me, Joey P, Joe Pisapia, and this is BP NFL. Joining me as always to preview the Thursday night football game is the one, the only Scott Bogman, the man of CFB and the Dynasty podcast. Bogman, my New England Patriots will be playing the New York Jets. I feel like I'm playing with house money in this one. I've already got a win over the Bengals, which I didn't expect. A tough loss at home.
I love that.
You do love to see that. A tough loss at home last week. So I don't have very high expectations. I always put being the Italian from Brooklyn I am, I put the business aside from the personal, as always. But I'm looking forward to this game because I feel like the Patriots have very little pressure on them. I know it's a big game theoretically for Robert Kraft and, Mayo's first game as a head coach against the New York Jets. Yeah. The Jets have all the expectations. The Jets, to me, are the team that has all of the pressure on them. So after week 2, where Will Levis gave them a victory, we got to talk about what kind of expectations maybe that the New York Jets are feeling or maybe putting on themselves.
Yeah, you can see really the lack of continuity from the Jets offense specifically, right?
Yes.
And that's Aaron Rodgers missing a bunch of time in camp. So, wow, surprising. They moan and whine about the lack of time in preseason and things like that. And I understand that. It's true. And then you have no rhythm when you get there. Not a surprise, right? Breece Hall is still really good. Garrett WIlson's still really good. Got to get the ball to him. So I expect the Jets to become better moving forward. But in this game specifically, this is a tough division game on the road. And or is this in New York?
This one's in New York.
Yeah, my bad.
This one is in New York.
It's a tough division game, and the Patriots are playing much better than we anticipated and expected. So I really don't like this game, but if I'm picking somebody, give me the points. I'll take the Patriots and the points.
We're back again to the it's Thursday night football.
I hate it.
We've got the Willies. Yeah,
I hate Thursday night football. I don't like it. I'll say that.
I know you.
All I want is them to hold this off for teams coming off by weeks, for God's sake. I'm going to get up on my soapbox here. Again, it's sloppy, bad football. It cost Tua last week. All my bets were screwed because the Dolphins held the ball for 36 minutes somehow in that game because the Bills scored like that. And then they had no reason to pass the ball to my guy, Keon Coleman, in the second half. Tua got hurt. I was 1-4 on my picks last week, 4-1 week 1. So we are even at 5-5, but we are coming off a week where I hated Thursday night football.
Well, look, I've got a lot to live up to after my Monday night Kirk Cousins calls because I got the Falcons to cover. I got the Kirk Cousins over on the passing yards on a Monday night. And I got the Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown, 3
Couldn't
for 3.
Get Barkley to get 5 more yards to hit me on the 3-1-1 call. So
couldn't get that, but that's all right. Look, it's we'll see. We'll see how it goes here in the Thursday night football contest. Also, tonight there's going to be some injuries too. So let's talk about some of those potential injuries here and how that might affect these lines here. Again, we're recording this Wednesday afternoon, so there might be some more things to pop off in between. But as of what we know now, in terms of the health of some of the players, how do you see that impacting potentially the spread for this? And let's set the stage here for this one too. Right now, as of recording, New England on the road, 6.5-point underdogs, -110 at Caesars is the best spot. The -6 on the Jets at -110 over at ESPN Bet is the best number you can get. 38 is the best over at -117. The under at 38.5 is the best number you can find out there. And then for the New York Jets to win on the money line, -269. For the Patriots, +235. Now, the under just seems like the way to go for this game. It's Thursday night. It's the Patriots. It's the Jets. It's in division.
Jets look sloppy. We don't trust the Patriots offense at all.
Offensive line is not good for the Patriots. Not good and not healthy. But you have some other feelings where you might be looking the other way. So you're going to have to sell me on this one.
Yeah, there's too many damn hurt players on both sides of this defense. I mean, that's what it is. This total is low. Jermaine Johnson, best pass rusher for the Jets, especially since Hassan Reddick ain't playing, out for the year with the Achilles, right? CJ Mosley with the toe. Left last game, questionable for this game, probably not going to play. DJ Reed didn't play last week. They're one of their best cover corners. He's probably not going this week as well. On the Patriots side, Jawan Bentley might be out for the season with a torn pec. You have Anthony Jennings, a good pass rusher. Jabril Peppers, their best safety. One of their best safeties, Duggar's awesome too. Wise, all these guys are questionable. So playing on a short week, even if they do play, all these dudes are less than 100% going into this game if they even show up. So I don't like the lack of continuity for the Jets. I don't like the offensive line issues for the Patriots, but I think this is a game where both these teams can score. And in terms of passing the ball, these teams 31st for the Jets, 30th for the Patriots in completed air yards. So this isn't hypothetical air yards. This is stuff that has happened on the field. Both these teams have been bad covering the deep ball. Sauce Gardner looks terrible. They're the Patriots 28th and the Jets 25th in missed tackles this season. They have a bunch of missed tackles as well. So I just think we concentrate on the offense because we watch a lot of fantasy and that's the side we know, right? But on the defensive side, these teams are actually worse than their offensive counterparts right now, which is hard to say. Really for the Jets side, the Patriots offense has been okay under Brissett and Stevenson running. So I just don't like the defenses. I think they're too banged up. We have the mistakes in Thursday are magnified, and I think we're going to have more mistakes on defense and offense this week.
It's a lot of good logic you're laying out there. But there's one thing I've learned over the years is that Thursday night football and logic typically don't go together.
Yeah, it's true.
And I'm gonna stick with the under for this game because I don't know if this juncture in the season in a short week that either of these offenses are prepared to take advantage of what's missing on defense. They should. I'm just not confident that they will necessarily. So I feel like the 6.5 is a little bit too much there because it is an in-division game. I think the Patriots will be competitive. I think the Patriots play fast and loose in this game because no expectations. There's none. You know, they're going in there to be spoilers. There's a lot of pressure on the Jets to come home. You know, first game did not go well. Second game, they got out of Tennessee with a victory. This is their first game home, and there'll be a lot of emotion in that building. If they get off to any sort of a bad start, I think it could go wrong in a heartbeat for them. But at the same time, I'm just not confident enough of anything I've seen out of New England that I really think he can always take advantage of it. So I'm just going to stick with the under 38.5. That is for me. Boggs is on the over. If you had to lean one way on the spread, which way would you be leaning? Would you be taking the points with the Pats?
Give me the points. Okay. I don't want any.
That's where I would lean to.
Thursday night football. I think most of my thought process is going to be it's going to start at give me the points and then work backwards from there.
Yeah, look, it's what I did on Monday night. It worked out pretty well. All right, before we get on to the breakdown of the props for Thursday Night Football, don't forget, we've got a way for you to have some fun while making some picks. You can join our NFL podcast group over at Betting Pros on the app. You can click on the community tab and join bettingpros.com/NFL contest. You can sync your picks or use the quick pick feature, which is really easy on the Betting Pros app, and you get a chance to win free weekly and monthly prizes just for being right with your picks. So elevate your betting strategy and join the conversation today at bettingpros.com/NFL contest. Again, you don't even have to be making wagers on it. If wagering is not legal in the state you live, you can at least make some picks, have some fun, and win some fabulous prizes with our NFL contest only at bettingpros.com/NFL contest. All right, Boggs, let's take a look at some of the props you've laid out for the people for Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, let's start. I've got all overs here, and I know my overs didn't hit last week.
What a shock.
Yeah,
you're the opposite you're like the Kane to the Undertaker that is Andrew Erickson. That's what you are.
Look, unders
and you have a little bit of a red beard going on.
So any single under you want, I understand, right? Like unders are paying this year. It's Thursday night. It's weird. So I'm not hating unders at all. I think they win most of the time. But for this game, because I don't like the defenses here, I'm going to take a lot of overs. And let's first start with Rhamondre Stevenson over 66 and a half rushing yards. Is 2 games so far, 25 for 120, 21 for 81. He's getting a lot of carries. The Jets are currently 26 in PFF defensive run grade. CJ Mosley is the highest graded run defender for the Jets. He's likely not going to play in this game, and if he does, he's going to be less than 100%. Jermaine Johnson is being replaced by Will McDonald, who is really bad against the run. In fact, I don't think on rundowns you can still even put Will McDonald out there. So you're going to have suboptimal players out there to defend a guy that has been running well recently. So I'm going to go with Rhamondre on the over 66.5 here in this one.
All right, so Rhamondre in for the over. Let's talk about Jalen Polk. Small number here, 2.5 receptions, and you're going the over for this one. Also 20.5 receiving yards. So it's a double over on Jalen Polk. What did you see last week that made you encouraged for Thursday Night Football for Polk?
Yeah, so this one is about this bad secondary right now for the Jets. Banged up, yes. DJ Reed, questionable with the toe injury, didn't play last week. Maybe he comes back. But Sauce Gardner has been miserable. He's given up 5 receptions on his 7 targets, 96 yards. Polk is he plays a little bit in the slot, but he mainly plays outside. So I like the plus money. I like the receptions more at plus 125. He was close on snaps with Douglas and Thornton in week 1, but he was highest among them in week 2. He caught a touchdown last week. He has the second highest ADOT behind Tyquan Thornton on this team as well. So they're giving him shots a little bit deeper. So if this is going to be a little bit of a back and forth game on the defensive side, plus we go back to the air yards given up by both these teams, I like Jalen Polk to go sail past both these.
Okay. Again, low number there. The 2.5 receptions too, especially. Aaron Rodgers, the total is 212.5 when it comes to passing yards. You going over or under on this one?
Let's go back to the air yards given up. And the fact that this run blocking hasn't been real great for the Jets so far. You've seen, I believe, Breece Hall leads this team in receptions right now, right? So a lot of short dump offs to help supply the run game, and the Patriots are 3rd worst in the league in terms of air yards given up. Plus, Aaron Rodgers on Thursday night is not a bad matchup here. He's 11-6 in 17 games. He's thrown for 4,300 yards. His averages on Thursday night, 23.4 completions, 258 yards, 2.2 touchdowns, and 0.3 interceptions. That's a 37 touchdown to 5 interception rate. This guy's a veteran, right? And when you see a game coming on short rest like this, we have Brissett, we have Aaron Rodgers, 2 crusty old vets who know what to do in this scenario. So I like A-Rod to go over in this game.
Yeah, interesting some of the stats you pulled up there too about the Jets run game. I think the Tennessee Titans defense is better than maybe people gave it credit for going into the year.
Jeffrey Simmons and Tavondre Sweat, my boy from Texas. That is tough to run on up the gut. It is. For sure.
So that's A. B, week 1, certainly game script wise, did not go in their favor right away. Like, that was kind of taken out of their hands right away.
Yeah.
So this is, I think, a unique opportunity here. And if I'm the Jets, and we'll get to that when we get to my bets later on in my same game parlay, I think that's what you do first and foremost. Establish this run, get your play action going, get Aaron Rodgers comfortable, and get everything in motion here. Because I do think it's going to be a very, emotional night in that building here. And Aaron Rodgers, try not to run on the field with a flag this time or something. Just walk carefully onto the field. No running. All right, let's go to Garrett WIlson. So if you like Rodgers for the over, I imagine the 5.5 receptions you're liking as well for Garrett WIlson. And he tends to find that one guy and stick to him. That's kind of the Aaron Rodgers we know.
Yeah, and just everyone in this secondary for your team has been giving up receptions like crazy. The top 5 guys in terms of being targeted: Christian Gonzalez, Marcus Jones, Kyle Duggar, Tavai, and Bentley, the linebackers, have been targeted 49 times and given up 39 receptions. That's an 80% completion rate for the defense against them. 349 yards given up. Those air yards have not been great. So yeah, it's been tough in coverage for New England so far. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers across the all vet on a short rest. Like, I don't like him not having this continuity with the team early, but he knows what to do on this short rest. He has great success on Thursday Night Football as well over the course of his career. So I'm going to lean on his success.
All right, before we get to the same game parlay of the day, don't forget when you download the BettingPros app and sync your sports books for free, you can use some of our cool BettingPros betting systems, and that tool is designed to help you find winning strategies and make smarter bets. Customize your betting systems by sport, by bet type, and time frame to find the best opportunities using real-time data and expert analysis. You can track the performance of different betting systems, and over time, you can optimize your bets to increase your chances of success, because that's what it's all about, right? Success. Download the BettingPros app today and elevate your betting strategies and start making smarter bets over using the betting systems at BettingPros. All right, same game parlay of the day, keeping it simple, little duo bet here. I am sticking with the under. 38.5 here. I'm calling for a little bit of an ugly Thursday night because that's what I've been that's what I've grown up on. That's how I was raised. I think at a certain point now, that's how I feel. And I don't think this one is going to fail me. So it's fun that Boggs and I are on the opposite side of this. So give me the under the 38.5 and give me Breece Hall, who's minus money to score a touchdown. You put those two things together, you get plus 243 over on FanDuel right now. So an interesting opportunity for you to go ahead and place that same game parlay. And also you can do the same game parlay tool over on BettingPros, which is available now too, which is pretty spectacular. Now, when it comes to touchdown calls, some good ones out there. We've even got Mike Williams, plus 400. Maybe if he's ready today to finally get one, I'm just putting that out there. Maybe it's Mike Williams' time slowly working his way back. I saw that number and I went, that's kind of intriguing there. You can see him having one catch for a touchdown and 2 yards. That feels like Mike Williams to me, doesn't it, Boggs?
It does, yeah. And then only if he also leaves hurt. So
right, of course.
We'll see. But yeah, Lazard's been getting more snaps than him. So we'll see.
There you go. All right. So again, if you're looking to make these same game parlays, put a touchdown score with, the Patriots and the odds, put, the under like I'm doing and Breece Hall, you can do that bettingpros.com/parlay or on the Betting Pros app right now. Boggs, who's your favorite touchdown call for the night for Thursday night football? Who do you have?
Give me Rhamondre. I mean, I just want the guy with a bunch of carries, 20 plus carries in both games, more shots at it. Rhamondre's plus 125. That's who I'm going with.
All right. That seems like an easy way to go. I like that. Keeping it simple. I'm going to continue to go with the theory also of, I already picked Breece Hall for the same game parlay. He was minus money. That's not as fun. So I put the two things there with the minus money to get in the plus. So if I'm just looking to straight bet somebody on a touchdown, Garrett WIlson plus 145, again, taking advantage of some of the safety play. The corner play has been okay. The communication between the corners and the safeties has not been good. You saw how DK Metcalf in that last game just got completely loose from everybody, and you just can't let that happen. So that needs to get picked up. I think they'll address it, but can they correct it? That is the question in the short week. There's not a lot of practice time to really get everybody on the same page. So it should be interesting. You got a lot of storylines going here. You got Aaron Rodgers, theoretically, Boggs, his first home start when you really consider it in front of the Jets crowd, right? Other than
if he gets past 3 snaps.
If he gets past 3 snaps. So this is really Aaron Rodgers' first game at home as a Jet. It's Gerard Mayo's first game as a head coach going against the New York Jets that, he played for the Patriots. He understands the importance of this rivalry, what it means to, the culture of the Patriots over the years.
Yeah, it ain't like he's new to this.
He's not new to this. He understands the gravity of it.
That's a journalism headline, and I don't think it means much, to be honest.
Well, I think it means much now as the head coach and wanting to continue and understanding that it is important. That this one in particular is. Not that against the Dolphins isn't, right? But the Jets in particular is one of those that's one of the better, fun rivalries in division that, they just don't like each other, and you want to continue to, propagate that if you're the New England Patriots over this new regime taking over and live up to the standard that was left there by the previous regime, which is a lot to live up to, that's for sure, for at least 20-something years. The last couple years, not so much.
Which is the more annoying fan base is my question to everyone.
Well, I mean, I imagine the Patriots fan base is more annoying.
Yeah.
Like the Jets, most of my friends who are Jets fans.
Present company included. So.
Yeah. Come on. I mean, but you and Welsh always say to me that I am far too practical of a Patriot fan. Like and again, I was a Patriot fan before the dynasties. The Parcells, the Carroll years, I went through all of that, lost Super Bowls before I won them. So I'm not like some of the other folks that came on there.
You're not on the good ship, fair weather.
No.
So, you're not on that at all. But yeah, I mean, look, anytime.
But the Jet fans,
you win,
for the most
you have
part,
haters.
They sort of, I don't know, they're always expecting see, as a Mets fan, I understand. They're expecting everything to go wrong because usually it does. So it's kind of the same thing. How people are Mets and Jet fans, I don't know. Like, to me, that's like, you've got to rethink your choices in life if you're going to do that to yourself. And then they had Knicks on top of it. I mean, geez, there's people in their 30s.
Coming around.
Yeah, I guess. There's people in their 30s who have never seen a title from any of their teams. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah, that sucks.
Pretty
not
brutal.
Us.
But Thursday Night Football. Let's hope it's not brutal. Let's hope it's fun. It's always fun to hang out with Scott Bogman. Don't forget, to subscribe to the Betting Pros YouTube channel, and of course, wherever you get your podcasts, and drop your comments below. What are you on for Thursday Night Football? Who's your pick? You taking the Jets? You taking the Pats with the points? You taking the over, the under? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, join our Discord community too while you're at it at bettingpros.com/chat. That'll do it for us, but the story of the game goes on. For Scott Bogman, I'm Joey P. We'll see you next time, kids. Enjoy Thursday Night Football.
See ya.